It's Dokken right here on your classic metal show from the Back for the Attack release, and that is Lost Behind the Wall. What is all that noise over there?
I don't know.
Sound like thunder for a minute. But anyway, there you go. Some Lost Behind the Wall Dokken. And Dokken is playing here in the Chicago area next Saturday. I'm going to be out of the show. I guess you're thinking about handling the show solo. And
I am. I have guests. I have my friend Kurt from the band Voodoo Brothers going to swing by, as well as my loyalists, John and Steph, who are also...
Oh, no, not them.
So we are going to ruin the show and...
destroy its legacy?
Disrespect the legacy of the CMS.
Right.
Believe me, John, when I asked him today about doing it, he's like, oh, man, is Neeley okay with that? Is it fucking cool? I know fucking what was said. And Shut up.
Still on it, huh?
Shut up. All good, though. Yeah, he's going to come by, and Kurt, and that's kind of a reunion of sorts that many probably don't remember. I don't even know if you remember, but way, way back a million years ago, when you were doing the CMS and I was doing Midweek Mayhem.
Right. That was back in 2003 or 4.
Yeah. Kurt was my co-host.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was like 2004.
Yeah. So Kurt and I and John and Stephanie will have a round robin of alcohol and show. So,
and you also have a potential guest who reached out to you today, right?
I do, and he will be on. Sean Kelly, who is the guitarist of Helix and of the lead guy of Crash Kelly. I think he's also the guitarist of Nelly Furtado in quite an unclassic metal way.
Didn't he get a shot at Alice Cooper, too?
I think he might have. He's like a player, man.
Yeah.
But he reached out to me out of the blue on Facebook today, and he's got something called Metal on Ice, which is a book and an EP and a show and blah, 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 that he's putting together. So he asked me about coming on the show, and I was like, certainly.
I always find it interesting, the people who just reach out to you and just go, hey, can I come on?
Dude, we get that all the time.
I know. That's how we got Nader tonight, because he just hit me out of the blue yesterday. And it's like, hey, dude, can I come on tomorrow?
Yeah. I mean, it always, that's how Wayne came about.
Yeah.
Wayne just hit me up on Facebook, and, you know, I'm open for anything.
Sure.
Makes our life easier to fucking fill time. So.
Right.
Good.
And we always let our friends come on. If they want to come on, bring it on.
Yeah, and Sean Kelly is another one that he's been very cool with the show for all the Crash Kelly releases, and I believe he came on and did a Helix release too, didn't he?
I can't remember exactly, but I know Brian Vollmer did, host the show at one point.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I know we've had Sean Kelly on before, at least once.
Well, when he had his solo releases, yeah, we've had him on the show as a guest.
Yeah. So he's been on, so he's more than welcome. He's always been a good guest, so why not?
Right.
And then we got a lot of shit actually coming up, man. Dave Ellefson of Megadeth is coming up. James Labrie of Dream Theater is coming up. Yeah, things are rolling, man.
Sure. And then in the fall, you and I have been talking, and hopefully we can pull it together. But we want to do that Rock Harvest thing over in Maryland.
Yeah, we definitely want to do that. So that's in the planning. Man, we got a lot of shit going on, don't we? We got that concert on August 26th. That concert broadcast. So yeah, shit is going on in CMS land.
Demon is reminding me, Ogie Tigress will be at the Dokken show with me next week.
Will she?
That's what she says.
She's cheating on me.
No.
She's my Facebook friend, and now she's cheating on me to go and see you.
Well, there's a little package tour that's running through Minnesota, southwestern Illinois, Chicago, and then Kalamazoo. It's a 4-day run for Rat, Dokken, Lita Ford, and Sebastian Bach.
Sure. Sounds fun.
So I'm going to hook up with them in Chicago and go to the Kalamazoo show because they're relatively close.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing next week. So I'm gonna be on tour with the bands, man.
Wasn't Dokken in your neighborhood tonight in Peoria?
They're somewhere? In Peoria, but that's like about 3 hours south of here.
Right. Not worth the drive.
I'm gonna see them next week.
Right. Well, next week and this week.
Yeah, but I'm gonna Going to be with them Saturday and Sunday next week. So
it's cool. Yeah.
And I've never met Lita, so I'm going to meet her. And, of course, the Rat guys, we just saw them a couple weeks ago. And
sure.
Sebastian, I've hung out with him a couple of times.
Right, and Laguns, aren't they on that?
I don't think they're on that bill.
Are they not on that one?
I think it's just Dokken, Rat, Lita, and Sebastian.
Okay, still a good show.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you heard about this. This is why I asked you to play that Dokken tune. But did you hear about the debacle last night in Massachusetts?
No, what happened in Massachusetts?
Well, I got a review of the Massachusetts show, and apparently it was a disaster. I got this from our friend Tony in Kansas City, who has a friend that was at the Massachusetts show.
Well, you're sounding more and more like Rover's Morning Glory. I have a friend
that just happened to be there.
Okay, what happened?
Well, I'll read you the review, and we can tear it apart as we go. You ready?
Go right ahead.
This is the review that was provided.
Now, this was a Dokken show?
It was Dokken, Steelheart, LA Guns, and maybe Rat. I'm looking to see if Rat was also on this bill.
Because
it was Steelheart, LA Guns, Dokken, and Vince Neil.
Oh, yeah. I did see that bill.
Yeah. Well,
so I'm taking it Vince was the headliner.
Vince was the headliner.
Okay. Now, this is when we were just talking. Weren't we just talking about this last week? Why is Vince doing solo shows when he's probably made buku bucks with the Motley reunion for the last 10 years? Why does he feel the need to do a solo Vince show?
Who knows, but he is.
Okay.
All right, so here's the review. Man, the show last night pretty much sucked. The artists, for the most part, did their best, but man, what a rip. The venue was changed from a baseball stadium to Shaw's Center because of rain.
Okay.
They were planning on a couple thousand people. Only 600-ish tickets got sold, yet because of the rain. The occupancy for this center clearly states 332 people. For simply math, we all know 600 is greater than 332.
So even with a Vince Neil,
yeah,
600 tickets?
600 tickets.
Really?
That's what it says.
That's surprising. I mean, not that Vince is an arena, solo headliner, but even with a Vince Neil, you would think he'd be good for at least 2,000.
Well, tickets might have been way overpriced.
Yeah, that's true too.
Might have been $85 a ticket too,
or it wasn't well promoted.
Yeah, and that could be too. Anyway, they continue. Way too many people crammed in there. First band comes up 2 hours late because they are still building the stage.
All right. Well, so far what I'm hearing here,
yeah,
is not band-related problems. This is promoter-related problems.
Correct.
So far, the suckiness is not because of the bands.
No.
It's because of the moving of the venue, which the bands have no control over.
Correct.
Building of the stage, coming on late, bands have no control over.
Correct.
Now, because I haven't even heard about this, and this is new to me as well, I'm going to assume that the sound sucked because if they were still building the stage at showtime, they certainly didn't have time to tweak in the sound.
Well, we'll get there.
All right, let me find out. Let's go. All
right. Steelheart has to play on a 10 by 10 area of carpet with people surrounding them.
Holy shit, this sounds like the small stage at the Blind Lemon or the Foundry, as it's called now.
Exactly.
10 by 10?
10 by 10.
That's the same size of the little area that we broadcast at when we do a live broadcast at the Foundry.
Had no idea who was playing if you were not 5 feet from the stage because you couldn't see. Menajevic said fuck it after 3 songs and left.
Really? He just basically, screw this, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
Well, you know what? The thing is that, you go there to do your best, and if your accommodations are shit, your sound is shit, the whatever, it's just like, you know what? People are going to people are going to say this band sucks, and I don't know how Menajevic's version of Steelheart is these days because shit, I haven't seen them forever. But it even though you may go out there and do your best, if your accommodations, sound system, speakers, mic, whatever is sucky, the band takes the blame.
Well, just think of 3 guys and a drum set on a 10x10.
The drum set alone takes 4 by 6.
Right.
4 by 6 at a minimum.
A minimum.
Okay.
But it gets worse.
Nathan from Kentucky, screw you guys. I'm going home.
There you go.
All right.
Next up, LA Guns. Same stage as Steelheart.
Oh, my God. And listen, I am an LA Guns fan. You know that.
Yep.
I have been to more LA Guns shows than I can tell you.
Sure.
Those guys are consummate professionals, and they don't put on a shit show.
No, and they run around.
Yeah, they do. Phil Lewis, he's still out there, and those guys are very energetic, and they put on a great show. I've never seen a bad LA Guns show. It's just the same as I've never seen a bad Jackal show.
Have you ever seen LA Guns on a 10x10?
No, I have not.
Okay.
10 by 10?
10x10.
That's smaller than the CMS studio sitting area.
I know.
Holy smokes. Go ahead.
They are being forced to use some bar band's amps and shit, and they were crackling and fading in and out.
Oh, boy.
Buzzing with no bass.
Okay. Well, again, like I said, if they were still in the process of just setting up and the bands were just going on, there is no way that they had a time to tune in that sound system.
Right. Hell, you name it, it had it. It made Phil's pretty blue eyes turn red.
This is a guy writing this or a girl writing this?
I guess a girl. I hope a girl.
I would hope so too, but go ahead.
Phil is a trooper, though, and is going to try to get a full set in. During the last song, Rip and Tear, the other side of the conference room, the wall comes down, and Dokken starts playing.
The wall came down?
The wall came down and Dokken started playing. Yes, you heard it right. The same fucking time. So Dokken was playing at the same time LA Guns was finishing.
Holy wow.
I snapped a video of it because it was kind of unbelievable. I wish I had that video.
Well, if Tony sent this to you,
yeah,
find out if his friend can send you the video.
Oh, I'm getting the video.
I gotta see this.
We have to see it. Don didn't sound good, but he wasn't a dick either, which I expected him to be with the situation.
He was. See, there you go again.
I know.
He wasn't a dick.
Why would he have been a dick?
Because Don's a dick, man.
I guess so.
Yeah. How many times have we heard that?
150,000.
It's just like Don's a
did hang up on me once.
Yeah, but that was because you said you hated the record.
Right.
Go ahead.
He even claimed that him and LA Guns would book again somewhere near soon to make up for the shit show.
I believe that because Don and LA Guns are good friends.
I believe that.
They make a good tour mate.
Sure. There was supposed to be seats in front for VIP people. Those got removed. So VIP people got a big fuck you. Squeeze in with everyone else. Last up was Vince. Now, if any of you have seen Vince, he is known for singing every other word of his songs. Not tonight. Vince was really good. He went off on some chick in the front row for not clapping and told her to get the fuck out and give her spot to someone who wanted to be at the show, or he wasn't starting the next song.
Oh, boy. Really?
Kudos on that. Seeing Vince that close into the crowd and working it was actually pretty good. Overall, if I was grading, Steelheart D, LA Guns B, Dokken C, Vince Neil A+. Venue, a big fuck you with a parentheses F.
Right.
So how does that sound?
Wow.
Dude, why don't you try and call Don real quick?
He's in Peoria.
Yeah, it's fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. They're done.
Yeah, I'll call his number. Let me see.
Call his number, see if he answers. I would like to ask him about this gig.
We may find out. We'll see if he'll answer.
Either him or Levin.
I think Levin would be easier.
You want Levin's? Do you have Levin's number?
No, I have his number. I have his number.
Try him.
I just don't think Don would like being put on the spot like that.
Well, call Levin.
I will. Let's see here. Here, got his number. Hang on.
Levin will give us it wasn't the venue's fault and blah, 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 but so what? See, dead air, man. You guys fucking suck.
I'm dialing the phone.
You guys fucking suck.
Let's see if he answers.
You have reached the Sprint voicemail box of 31.
All right, so he's not going to answer.
He's got his phone off.
All right. Well, I'll call Don.
Call Don real quick. He might.
Let me call.
I'm sure he won't have a problem saying that this venue was way fucked.
All right. Let me call him.
And he might answer because he probably knows the number.
Maybe. He may not be back at the hotel, and a lot of the time he leaves his phone at the room.
Right. Could be. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they weren't headlining tonight, were they?
I don't know who was playing on the bill tonight.
He ain't answering.
Hi, this is Don.
Nope. No dice.
Nope. No answer.
Nope.
Oh, well.
That would have been fun, though.
Yeah. Still, dude, what the fuck?
He's probably still at the venue. He doesn't really take his phone with him.
Oh, I know that. I mean, I'm just saying, what kind of fucking show was that? Can you imagine?
Well,
have you ever been at something like that?
I have not. You know when you're reading that, the only thing that comes to mind.
What's that? What comes to mind?
I was hoping you would ask. That shit Piercy show.
Oh, the one with the trailer?
Yeah, the one we were trying to do the live broadcast for.
Right.
That's what it reminds me of.
It does, but at least with that, the venue would have been decent if Steven would have shown up.
Right.
I mean, that just sounds, God damn it. I've been to one show that was completely oversold like that, and it was, actually it was Rat. Remember it was Rat and Metal Church and Wasp or something.
Oh, yeah. It was the American Metal Tour.
Yeah, and I fucking left because there was so many goddamn people.
But the only reason you went was because I told you needed to see Metal Church.
Yeah. But I left because there was like 950 billion people packed into a 1,000-seat club.
Yeah, it was Stephen Piercy,
Yeah.
Wasp, Metal Church, and LA Guns.
Right.
Yeah.
And I stayed through like half a Metal Church, and there was so many fucking people, I left.
I think you were on your way down to the metal show.
Yeah.
So you went early, because I kept telling you, dude, you need to go see Metal Church, and you stopped down there, and I think you were on your way to do the metal show.
It could have been. I don't remember, but I just remember I saw about half a Metal Church, and I left. And I just remember that it was so oversold, it was fucking retarded being in the room. Just too many people.
Yeah, because I saw it the night before.
Right.
And, they were here, and I thought it was a good, it was a nice package and everything.
Yeah.
And, I kept I was telling you that I thought Metal Church kicked ass.
Right.
And you went down and saw them, and then I think you went on to the metal show because you were still doing the metal show at MMS.
Probably so.
So.
Angel of Death in the chat room. Vince Neil, A+. Everything this person said is automatically discounted. Brain dead.
Well, maybe Vince delivered. Who knows?
Well, that would be a first.
I
got a question, an A+ for Vince Neil.
Well, who knows?
I saw Vince Neil in 1984, and he didn't deliver an A+.
Well, maybe because everything else was so bad by comparison. he sounded great.
Could very well be.
Because by the time they pulled it together and finally got the sound system tweaked in, he probably sounded 10 times better than everybody else.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Wait, I just got a text from John Levin.
Did you?
On my way back to the hotel, I can be available in 30 minutes. Let me know.
Okay. Why did you hit him with a text?
Yeah, I threw him a text.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm going to write him now. We'll call you then.
See, I told you they weren't at the hotel.
That's funny.
See, I knew it. Don leaves his phone in the room. He doesn't take it with him, so I figured he wouldn't be back yet.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, dude, it's so cool that fucking we have these guys on speed time.
Yeah, he never takes his phone, so I didn't figure he'd back in the room.
Yeah, that's all good. I mean, we'll talk to John in 30 minutes.
Sure. Let's call him up.
Call him up at 2 in the morning.
Right.